Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel and you don't know, your girl is in her adulting era, and I like to post content on adulting because I grew up sheltered and I grew up a food stamp baby, and on top of that, I'm just a young adult trying to figure it out. I'm giving y'all my top 10 grocery hacks or tips that I've learned to start saving money on groceries and keeping my fridge full even when I'm on a budget. So my first tip when it comes to grocery shopping is to learn what unit price is, and I will explain this concept deeply in my ebook, and I will explain that a little later in the video. But basically, to make it a simple term, unit price is how much one single item is within an entire package of items. So just think of this of going to a store like Walmart and buying Cheez-Its 12 in a pack for like $3.99, and then going somewhere like Sam's Club and then buying Cheez-Its 40 in a pack for like $10.99. You would think, oh, this one is cheaper, so let me buy this one. But in actuality, this one is going to be cheaper because each item inside is actually less than what the items on this side would cost. So basically, another way to look at it is think, how many of those boxes would I have to buy to equal the amount that I have in this box? And if that costs more, that means it makes more sense to buy this item. But I do think that it only makes more sense to buy bulk items of certain things if it's something that's an essential in your home. So if it's not something you're going to use every day or every week, then you could just buy that if you just need a little amount. But if it's something that you need to constantly restock, then I would definitely recommend to understand unit price and then to start shopping more bulk shopping based on what the price is. Second tip is to shop weekly or bi-weekly. So I know everyone doesn't have transportation. I personally don't either. But I think it's better to shop bi-weekly, which is every 2 weeks, or every week is best, just so things are not going to waste, and so that you are planning your meals and actually using all the items and knowing what you're going to cook. I used to grow up shopping as a food stamp baby. We used to get everything all at once because, one, we don't have a car, and then we only have a certain amount. So in our heads, we're just like, oh, let's just buy everything that we usually get, and then every single week we would still be going to the store spending cash because we never planned the meals, but we would get what we thought we needed. So this is why I recommend doing weekly or bi-weekly shopping, so everything is more organized and that you're not wasting as much food and having to spend extra money when you actually probably don't. Number 3 is to actually plan your meals. Do not take this as every single sale I need to get. If it's something that was on your grocery list, or if it's something where it's you use this item frequently, like butter, milk, meat, I do think that using shopping on sale is good when it's something like BOGO, especially on meat, or if it's on something that's an essential for cooking across all meals, like I said, like butter, milk, what's something else, flour, oil. If it's something like that, I think buying on sales is good. But if you have money left over on your budget, that's when I recommend doing it. Do not just spend extra while because, oh, this is on sale. Only shop on sale if it's something you needed for that week, you planned it for that week. It's an essential to the point where you buying that is better for your household because you're going to be getting a sale on something that you normally will buy that you always use in the house. 5 is cutting your own vegetables and fruits. And people be like, oh, I don't feel like doing that. You go to a store and you pay for convenience. I don't even think a lot of people know that. They are literally giving you less fruit if you notice how small those fruit containers are, and then upping the price way more because it's already done for you. Prime example, if you go to the store, you look at a pineapple is about $1, $2 max. You go to the chopped pineapples, you get like a third of that pineapple, like 10 times the price. So learning or starting to cut your own veggies and fruits to save money and then get more bang for your buck. Because why are you giving them more money when they're not even chopping up the fruits for you all nice and neat and stuff? You're just wasting your time. Next is to look into churches or pantries to get certain items. And I don't want you to feel ashamed that you have to do this. Use the resources you have. We all out here struggling, okay? We all out here going through something, trying to figure it out. People have their times. But if you can go to a church and get some free food or some free items to take off of your grocery list so that you're able to get other things, I think you should do that. If you're able to go to pantries, and a lot of people are starting to have like free pantries outside of their homes. I think it's a neighborhood type of thing, so look out for free pantries. Some you can go to and sign up and then go every week. So look into that and look up online. I will have resources like that in my ebook at the end, so I got y'all all set. I promise y'all this ebook will be worth it. If you genuinely do not know how to grocery shop or you're trying to learn how to adult, this is the one for you. My next tip is to make like designated meal days, so things like Taco Tuesday, leftover Fridays, breakfast for dinner Wednesdays. I talk about this in my ebook as well. Having certain days be certain things, so you're used to the ingredients that you need to buy, and also so you don't have to stress and make up a whole new recipe every single week. Because I'm gonna tell you, to be honest, I don't even do that. Like, I would see how that gets frustrating, so I have to think of something new every single day. Like, you can't just have Taco Tuesday. Like, I know in my mom's household they have Taco Tuesday, okay? Meatless Mondays, things like that. Salad Fridays, whatever type of salad y'all want. Sandwich Sundays, okay? Come up with like cute little things for your household. Or even if you live alone, honestly, y'all, if you live alone, babes, we can make these meals stretch. So if you don't watch my vlogs, babes, I make my meals stretch like 5 days. Okay, so I'm only planning technically 1 to 2 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner per week for myself, because I meal prep and I'll eat the same thing every day because I'm just not in that mood. But that's for a vlog. That's for a vlog. Talk about that. My next thing is to look into like filler foods, which to me, I explain it as what can make this meal maybe stretch over to the next day because I have something added to the meal. So the only thing that I could think of is like chili or something. So you can add rice to chili, or you could add cornbread to chili, and then you can stretch out the meals instead of having everyone eat a whole bowl of chili with no sides. Mainly breads and vegetables. If you end up adding a whole bunch of veggies into your spaghetti, now that made a couple more servings than if you just made straight ground beef or ground turkey in your spaghetti. So if you add mushrooms, carrots, celery, it just helps to stretch the meal. And something else that you could add is like garlic toast, something that gets you full so that you can possibly make it last to the next day. I'm not gonna lie, there are certain things where I'm just genuinely like, oh no, I can't get the off brand of this. But for a lot of things, you can get great value. You can go to Dollar Tree, you can get the Aldi brand. I don't know if every store has these stores. I mean, every store, if every state has these stores, but whatever store is the cheapest, please. Things like pasta. Okay, where you can go no name brand, just go no name brand, because the goal is to keep your household, yourself, or your family fed. And if that means we're eating great value spaghetti, hey guys, it's going in your system and it's going to come out in a few days, hopefully the next day. So starting to buy more off-brand things to save you money, because I promise you, you will see a difference if you're just getting all name brand because you have to, or because it tastes better. We have to in this time of our lives. Hopefully it's not forever, but in this time of our lives, we have to see where we can save money to be able to incorporate more things to have our grocery list and our houses be full and fed. So my next tip, it can work for families, but it can also definitely work for people who live by themselves. So I like to meal prep and then just eat out, like the meal prep 5, 6, 7 days and then just eat it straight. But it's way cheaper. This goes into the unit price conversation, or like the per pound conversation. If you get a large thing of chicken drumsticks of family size and you live alone, and then you put it in freezer bags, the half that you're not going to eat this week, that is another way to save money, because the smaller packs cost more and you're getting less. So that's how they get you. So that's another thing that you could do. My last tip is going to be to sign up for the store memberships, because you get a lot of discounts. I know when I went to Hannaford a little more frequently, they would honestly give out like $20 off of $60 out of nowhere. So sometimes signing up for those reward programs from the stores is very helpful. And then another one is a separate app, which is Fetch Rewards, and I've cashed out a few times. Do for that is scan your receipt, and I've cashed out Amazon gift cards, Starbucks gift cards. So that's something I highly recommend you doing to save money that can go into your next grocery budget. So I will have that link down below with my code if you don't have that app. But since that's a legit app and I actually used it, that's why I want to recommend it, because there are a lot more, but I actually use that app. So I'll link mine down below. Like, I got this from my ebook, and this is not even a couple of the tips in the ebook. So I genuinely wanted to put this out for my YouTube family and my YouTube community, because I've been promoting it heavy on TikTok and IG, but y'all been sticking with me for a minute. So like I said in the beginning, but thank you for watching this video. If y'all have any questions, please do not hesitate to comment them so I can answer it. No shame, no nothing. Any negativity will be blocked, or I will bug on them and then block them. Okay?